All right, I want to apologize for that last video sound. The sound was really bad, and I do acknowledge that, and I believe I know the reason why. I just hate when these things happen, especially when the content is so important. But I just came across this notice here on YouTube, this one right here, and it says important. Due to COVID-19, which is coronavirus, we will conduct fewer human reviews to protect the health of our extended workforce. And then it goes on to say, unfortunately, as a result, we may remove content that does not violate our community guidelines. Um, we have teams at YouTube as well as partner companies that will help us support and protect the YouTube community from people who respond to user creator. So so let's continue to go on. These teams and companies are staffed by thousands of people dedicated to helping users and creators. As the coronavirus response evolves, we are taking the steps needed to prioritize the well-being of our employees, our extended workforce, and the communities where they live, including reducing in-office staffing in certain sites. Our community guidelines enforcement today is based on a combination of people and technology. Machine learning helps detect potentially harmful content and then sends it to human reviewers for assessment. As a result of the new measures we're taking, we will temporarily start relying more on technology to help with some of the work normally done by reviewers. This means automated systems will start removing some content without human review so we can continue to act quickly to remove violative content and protect our ecosystem while we have workplace protections in place. As we do this, users and creators may see increased video removals with some videos that may not violate policies. We won't issue strikes on this content except in cases where we have high confidence that it is violative. If creators think that their content was removed in error, they can appeal the decision and our teams will take a look. However, note that our workforce precautions will also result in delayed appeal reviews. We'll also be more cautious about the content, about what content gets promoted, including live streams and so on and so on. And in some cases, unreviewed content may not be available via search on the homepage. So basically, what YouTube is saying is that they're using this coronavirus to further shut us up, to further take away our freedom of speech, which they do regularly. This whole thing is a load of nonsense. I don't know anybody who has ever appealed from YouTube that's ever gotten the strike removed or anything like that. YouTube is using, just like the government is using coronavirus to take more of our freedoms away, in my opinion, from what I've seen, they're hyping this thing up so that they can keep us locked up, close down businesses, make us all more reliant on big government, everybody getting money and stuff. And I'm not against free money in the sense that if we're going to get our money back, when the government makes profits off of quote unquote public corporations and dividends, that money belongs to us, not the government. Those are public corporations. That's our money and we want it back. But the government, just like the government is using this thing to make us more dependent on the government, lock us up in our homes, when we really need to be getting fresh air to fight, to build up our immune system. These big tech companies now are using coronavirus to censor us. So I see what they're doing. They're even coming up publicly and saying that even if your content is not bad at all, we're going to shut it down. We're going to demonetize you. We're going to erase it, even if it doesn't break the... I mean, can you imagine that? Can you actually, under God's green earth, imagine that? Look at all these videos. Not suitable for most advertisers, confirmed. Not suitable, confirmed. Review updated. You can guarantee this one won't be confirmed either. And this one. It's like YouTube is literally using this thing to control us, to control our voice. So it's clear that their agenda, it's correct when people say that the YouTube big tech agenda is to stifle freedom of speech. It's literally saying, oops, I pressed the wrong button. Sorry, my bad. Well, there's a coronavirus going on, so, you're just expected to excuse this. I mean, what is the world coming to? And people are accepting this? I mean, for crying out loud, YouTube is a monopoly. It's pretty much the only source that people can project their point of view. I mean, you've got BitChute and everything. I mean, those are peanuts compared to YouTube. They're a big old monopoly. And they corner the market. Really, they do. They really corner the market. And they do it in a way which makes it harder for other people to compete against them. And now they're coming out and saying, oh, coronavirus. Can you imagine if, and I wouldn't be surprised if the government did this. Can you imagine if the government said, well, you've been arrested, but people who have been arrested, because of coronavirus, they're not going to go to court. Just stay in the holding cell. Just stay there for me. You may be in, we may, as you may be innocent. Just stay in the jail because there's too much corona. Just stay there. Just stay. Maybe you didn't steal that loaf of bread. We got the wrong person. Just stay there until this whole thing. Just stay in the jail. Just stay there. I mean, what the hell? And we're actually accepting this. So, big government is using this crisis to control us. Big tech is using this crisis to control us. And again, I come back to it. I guarantee you Big Pharma is going to do this too. They're going to come out with a vaccine and they're going to say, everybody has to take this vaccine. It's mandatory. It's compulsory. If you don't take it, we'll arrest you. We'll arrest you for not taking the coronavirus vaccine. We will arrest you. And the corona vaccine is probably even more dangerous than coronavirus itself. It'll destroy your immune system. It'll destroy your body, making it dependent on the medication and the vaccine. And as a result, Big Pharma has a cash cow forever. You mark my words. Mark my words. Mark my words. There's going to be a vaccine of coronavirus coming out, which will do more harm to your body. It'll make your body more dependent on the vaccine. It will literally shut down your body. Your body's natural virus fighting abilities will be completely dead. It will need the vaccine every year. Every single year, you're going to need this vaccine. Your body will shut down completely. And every year, you're going to go and money will continue being spent on this vaccine. And people will have to spend their paycheck on this vaccine like they do on rent and on food and on the water bill and on the hydro bill. And Big Pharma just has money coming in for the rest of its life. You mark my words, patriots. Patriots, you listen to me. You heard this on Arana Nation.